Sometimes I think that Minecraft is just too easy. And that's because as long as you have a lot of food, you practically have unlimited hearts, and any damage you take can be quickly reversed. But what if that wasn't the case? What if you only had the 10 hearts you start the game with, and anytime you took damage, it was permanent, meaning any hearts lost would be lost forever? Will I be able to beat the game like this, or will I have to admit that maybe Minecraft isn't so easy? Okay, well, this is an interesting spawn. Don't really want to be in either of these biomes right now. So, first things first, I do not want to be underground yet. The fact I'm hearing skeletons are already terrifying. Get me out of here. And so, like every great Minecraft journey, it all begins here, on the surface. By far the safest place I can be in this challenge, because as long as it remains daytime, the only real danger I face is probably fall damage, which means our first objectives here are to acquire a bed, but also get as equipped as possible to head underground and face some real danger. Oh my, that's a creeper. Why? Why? It's daytime. I should not be under threat already. I don't like where I am. You know what? I'm just gonna get out of here. Now, obviously food is a lot less important in this challenge because I can't use it to regenerate, but I still need to have some source of food so I don't starve and take damage that way, so that's something to think about as well. Shortly after hopping in my boat, I managed to stumble across a village, but as you're about to see, it was anything but ideal. Oh, whoa. Okay, this is the best village house ever made. I have to say, this is one of the most precarious villages of all time. I mean, so many places I can take fall damage around here. All these buildings generated in the weirdest ways possible. Like, what is this, man? How am I meant to get around here without taking fall damage? Okay, well, I was hoping to find iron in this village, but no such luck. At the very least, we've found beds, and I might just take one, because I don't know if I want to stick around here. So no iron, but we do have a map. So, yeah, cool, that's pretty useless. And so I said goodbye to this disappointing village, and I carried on exploring, hoping to find some iron. Whoa. Okay, this looks kind of nuts. Let's not take full damage here. Look, at the very least, I will use this to get some free coal, but I don't know how far I want to go into this cave right now. Is there any free iron I can snag here before it gets too dangerous? I don't see any iron. Huh, this might have to be an adventure for another day. Oh, also, it's slowly turning nighttime, so we can thank the village for our bed. Part of me did wonder if I was playing this too safe. However, I was currently naked, and with 0 armor, I was at risk of taking up to 3.5 hearts of damage from a regular skeleton. And with only 10 hearts to beat the entire game, that wasn't a price I was willing to pay. Fortunately though, waiting for me just over the horizon was unexpectedly exactly what I was looking for. Wow. That is potentially the best mountain I have ever seen in Minecraft. That is actually insanity. And to go along with it, we've found a ruined portal. Silk Touch Hoe. Is there anything I can do with that? Maybe. Got our first bit of armor as well, and a tiny bit of iron. Okay, well, thanks to the ruined portal, we at the very least have a shield now. So maybe we can head underground. And let's just take a moment to appreciate this a little longer. Wow. That's actually amazing. Wait, I see iron in this mountain. The mountain is our savior. Okay, one problem. I'm so terrified of powdered snow. Okay, safe. And that looks the same as that. Which looks the same as that. That's powdered snow. Okay, I see the difference. In case you aren't familiar with powdered snow, it's a block that you can fall into and will eventually cause you to take damage from cold. However, you can just break the block, so I was being very dramatic, but I wasn't taking any chances. I carefully scaled this entire mountain, avoiding all the powdered snow and mining all of its iron, and I found a lot of it. And I was even lucky enough to find some other things along the way. Whoa, emerald. It's not that crazy, but still pretty cool. My very first emerald. And more iron. Alright, well after a long while, all my iron is now smelted and I can fully equip myself with everything I'm gonna need, including a bucket, a flint and steel, and full iron armor. Thanks to the mountain, we had made a significant improvement to our defenses, and with these upgrades, the damage we would take from mobs was greatly decreased, meaning I was now feeling prepared to head underground. So to show my appreciation, I left my mark before having to part ways with the mountain for the rest of this journey. The fact that it started raining just now, I think, solidifies the fact that we need to go underground. As dangerous as it may be, putting up with the rain is just, it's too annoying. Could this be our cave? Oh, that's just too dangerous though, isn't it? As much as I wanted to fearlessly jump straight into danger, I decided to take the safer route down for my first time heading underground. This is where the challenge really begins, because it doesn't matter how many times I sleep in a bed, down here, there's no avoiding the mobs. Found another cave. And we've got our... Not a skeleton. No, not a skeleton. Gonna have to be fearless at some point, but that point is not right now. Our first monster slain. Skeleton is worrying me. I think skeletons are the mob I'm most scared of. They're just so hard to avoid taking damage from, man. Alright, shield. Nice. Just shield at all costs. Okay. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Fine. Oh my god. You need to have this shield up at like all moments. Alright, shield. As long as I am tactical and careful, this shouldn't be a problem. I hear zombie. Okay. Why is there two? Why is there two? Oh, I don't like that there's two. Okay, just remember, use your shield. Use your shield. My first time underground, I managed to collect a bunch of useful resources. However, I didn't find diamonds. And since I ran out of wood to make torches, oh, I've got no wood. I thought it would be best to retreat to the surface and try a different cave later. Okay, spider, please don't hurt me. Oh, the sheep, get out of my way. Nice. Also, this may seem a bit extreme, but I thought of it earlier while killing cows, and I think having an emergency bucket of milk, in case I get poisoned, seems like a really strong strategy. After grabbing some more wood and food, I tried heading straight back underground, but I think some caves are best left alone. 2, 3, 4, 5 skeletons. 5 skeletons is just insane, man. At some point, I'm gonna have to stop being a coward, but 5 skeletons just does not seem worth it. And so I got in my boat and I kept exploring until I'd find a much more approachable cave. Okay, this is interesting. I'm going down here and I am not leaving until I've got my diamonds. Creepers are fine. I'm okay with creepers because they just explode and they damage other mobs for me. So I'm fine with seeing creepers. But skeletons are the real enemy. That skeleton better not aggro me. They're not that hard to deal with, but if there's other mobs around, it's insanely dangerous. This could be... Okay, it's zombies, that's fine. Oh, wow. Now we're talking. This is exactly the cave we needed. The problem is it's going to come with a lot of danger, but with risk comes great reward. Uh-oh. See, that's the problem. Okay. Finally, we've secured our very first diamond. Oh gosh. Dude, I don't know if I can do this, man. There's just so many mobs. Okay. I would just get rid of the skeleton. Get rid of the skeleton. Uh-oh. Why is it backing away? Can't do this. No way! Are you kidding me? I had my shield up. I was so careful, man. 1.5 hearts damage too. That's insane. No, you know what we need? We need a bow of our own. Which makes me think maybe I retreat and find a village. Because if I had a bow of my own, I could be bowing all the mobs from a distance, and it'd be a lot safer. Despite there still being diamonds just within my reach, I decided to leave this cave, because I had newfound fear of just how easily I can take damage, and I can only make that mistake so many times. So I'd have to leave and return stronger. As I set out to find a village by boat, I managed to find a number of other treasures along the way, including an underwater ruined portal, and I even found a map for some buried treasure. Oh wait, I have buried treasure. And when I finally remembered to follow this map, it was leading me towards more than just a buried chest. That's interesting. We found a pillager outpost and a savannah, which has a decent chance of having a... Oh yeah, no, there's the village. Wow, I don't know if I've ever seen a pillager outpost that close to a village. There it is, finally. Oh, rewarded 3 diamonds. Buried treasure mission complete. Now we can stop in at our village. Welcome to the village. This is the place I'll call home until I either die or beat the game. The loot from the village was pretty lackluster, but that wasn't exactly what I was here for. Through the power of villager trading, I plan to get ridiculously strong. And all that begins with this Fletcher villager and the power of sticks. Alright, cool. So now we've got a bow trade from a villager, which I guess I didn't necessarily need. I could have just crafted that, but we can also get stocked up on a bunch of arrows. I ended up spending the next hour in the village, and it was so nice I almost forgot I couldn't take damage. Most of my time was spent in the neighboring swamp, chopping down trees to earn my emeralds. And after enough time, I leveled up my Fletcher villager and got a power 2 bow trade. I then started looking at what the other villagers had to offer, and I was pleasantly surprised. Whoa. Looting 2? Wait, you can just get a looting 2 sword from a level 1 weaponsmith? I also started my search for the ultimate trade. However, that will be revealed later, because I just got an idea for how I want to use the 6 diamonds I'd found so far. And I could save them to create diamond armor, but I think what I want to do, firstly create a diamond pickaxe, and then I'll come over here and collect these 2 obsidian. And now with those 2 extra bits of obsidian, I have 4, which is the perfect amount to make an enchantment table. And obviously I'm not trying to do any crazy level 30 enchants right now, but I'm hoping I can do some nice and easy like protection 1 enchants. Even with just protection level 1, we were able to lower the maximum damage we take from mobs yet again. But this isn't even my final form. Now all I need is another cave, because this time I'm ready to find all the diamonds I'll ever need. Oh, well that's one way to find a cave. Now that I'm equipped with a bow, I was stronger than ever. Stronger than I'd ever be. I was basically unkillable. No single mob would prove a threat to me anymore, and honestly, I think I might never take damage again. What just happened, bro? It was a misimport. As you can see, in this moment here, I noticed the skeleton aiming back at me. So my idea is to stop shooting and pull out my shield instead. However, I'll need to swap away from my bow to do that, so I try swapping to my sword by pressing 2 on my keyboard. But in the process, I fat finger the inventory button at the same time I press 2, as we can see by the gold block instantly changing places with my sword. From here, the rest is just pure panic and confusion as I close my inventory just in time for me to take damage. Wow, what a play. On the bright side, our protection enchantments help a lot because I only took half a heart of damage. Fortunately, half a heart was only a small price to pay for what turned out to be the perfect cave. This cave is epic. And even though there was a lot of mobs, thanks to the gear I picked up back at the village, dealing with them was no problem. In fact, it was almost too right. Finally rewarded. Oh, that's a lot of diamonds. Nicely done. Get me out of here. Okay, there's some diamonds. Ooh. That's a lot of creepers. I'm gonna retreat from this situation. Oh boy. An infinity bow would honestly be an incredible investment. Because I did have almost 2 stacks of arrows and I've already gone through 1. Is that diamonds? Bro, if that's diamonds, I have... Oh! Even if that wasn't diamonds, that was diamonds. That is diamonds for sure. Wow, I can't believe I spotted those. I could see about 1 pixel of that block, but I just knew. After an insane streak of luck, I managed to find 30 diamonds in this cave, which is easily enough for all the armor and tools I'd want. All I'd have to do now is bring them safely to the surface. And this water's making me nervous. I don't know what's going to be waiting for me. At the top, that's a skeleton right there. I'm dropping down. Please don't follow me. Yeah, look, I'm not taking the elevator. Oh my god. He tried to assassinate me. Yeah, see, that's why I'm not taking the elevator. I'm taking the stairs. Because look who's waiting for me at the top of the water. And I'd be in a terrible position if I just went up there blind. Oh my god. This is a horror game. I heard 1 bone, like, jangle behind me. And I knew. Alright, get me up here. There's no skeletons. I think I cleared this pretty well. So we kind of should be safe. Oh, that's tragic. There's no way he was standing on these blocks. There's like 4 blocks here. Okay, look. We managed to escape with 30 diamonds, and we only lost 1 heart. It could be worse. It could be a lot worse. What the hell is this thing? Hello. 1/4 of my health bar was now gone forever. But the good news is I now had a full set of diamond armor. But not just any diamond armor. What? You didn't forget about the ultimate trade, did you? In the background this whole time, I had been searching for a Protection 4 book trade. And after returning from that cave, I finally found it. Multiple hours of effort went into sifting through villager trades, cutting down trees for emeralds, and grinding to purchase all 4 books. And while I did that, I also got enough bookshelves to do high-level enchants on both my sword, oh my gosh, that is a stacked sword, and my bow. We now have power 3, unbreaking, and infinity. So after putting the books on my armor, I now had full protection 4 diamond armor, meaning not only will basic mobs barely hurt me anymore, but they will also frequently hit me for no damage at all. This is my final form. But it could be all for nothing, because where I was going next, Protection 4 alone couldn't guarantee my safety, and this is by far the most dangerous part of the challenge. Okay, look, let's just hope for a good spawn, please. I'm nervous. Oh, I'm nervous. This is terrible. I hear magma cubes already. There's a fortress right there though, so it could be worse. Welcome to the Nether, my worst nightmare for taking damage. Surrounded by oceans of lava and filled with many dangerous mobs. Since I cannot heal, being set on fire or even withered could mean the end of this challenge. We are in one of the most dangerous biomes for fall damage, and to make it even worse, I can hear magma cubes all around me. But the fact we spawn directly next to a fortress is a huge blessing. Oh, bro. I'm an idiot. I forgot one of the most important things about the Nether. Jeez, it really has been too long. I'm not wearing any golden armor. Alright, protection 3 gold boots. Let's try this again. Alright, let's see if we can figure out how to get into this fortress. Okay. So far, so good. Alright, Well, I think this is probably our big ticket down, so let's not waste any time. Okay, we made it. We're in a fortress. I'm also going to build a quick little staircase. I think having an immediate escape is always a good idea. This is actually going way too smoothly. All right, well, let the fighting begin. And these guys is the sole reason I'm carrying a bucket of milk. If I got with it and I had no milk, I would be guaranteed to die, right? I'm not sure if that's correct, but it would be very detrimental. Okay, we can actually make this place pretty safe, right? Well, this is a good test. Can this guy get to me? You buffoon. I have bested you with my wit. Where are you? Oh, gosh. So many wither skeletons, man. Okay, well, with that all blocked off, there's just me and this spawner now. But I don't know if I want to do this with the spawner. I'm on fire. Get in. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's no way. How much damage did I just take? Well, we've learnt that blaze are definitely not something to play with. Look, okay, no, this is good. Get down from there. My concern with the spawner over here is I don't want to get overwhelmed by blaze. All right, here's the plan. We're gonna tunnel our way to the spawner. Little did I know, my strategy to dig close to the spawner and kill blaze from a safe spot would soon become a decision I regret. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. It's so loud. How many are there out there? They're in my tunnel. I may regret this decision. Oh no. Okay, the fire went out. Bro, I'm an idiot. I'm actually an idiot. I need a retreat. I think I need a retreat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they're actually everywhere. I'm stressed. I'm actually so stressed. I was in too deep to back out now, so I had no choice but to carry on with the plan by digging these holes by the spawner. It took a while, but every now and then a blaze would fall in and I could safely take it out with my looting 2 sword. Still, no blaze rods, by the way, but the noise was a constant reminder that I was surrounded by blaze, and I was dreading the moment where I'd have to try to leave. There we go. Our first blaze rods. There we go. Just like that, we got 5. Nice. The looting 2 sword coming in clutch. Dude, I can't believe how much damage I've taken from these guys. It's actually nuts. A rod there. Probably good to get, maybe. Oh, 2 rods here. Okay, I'm gonna back off actually. I managed to collect more than enough blaze rods to beat the game, but it did come at a cost. Oh, please don't snipe me while I'm going up these stairs. Surely if I'm moving, he can't hit me. Thank God. That could have been game ending. I was leaving the nether with less than half of my health left, and I still had to find a way to get ender pearls. Okay, we're out. We're out. There's a number of ways I can get my ender pearls. The first way is just by killing endermen. I can do that here, or I can try and go into the nether and try and find the blue, is it the warped forest? My second option is trading with this guy, which is safe, 0 risk of damage. And the third option is trading with piglins, which is a little more risky. The thing is though, I'm nervous to go back to the nether, man. I took so much damage there. Since I had already abused villager trading enough, I figured I should at least try to get ender pearls by other means. So I started with piglin trading. Hey, pig guy. What up, man? Oh my gosh.
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it.
Look, I think that's what you deserve. I also tried hunting endermen in the overworld, which was slightly more successful. Enderman. And now if we keep a safe distance from this guy, we should just get a free kill and hope that looting 2 does its thing. Yes! 2. And after only finding a single Enderman before the sun came up, I decided I should just trade with villagers again. Yep, 2 more trades. And this should be the final level. Perfect. We got it. Enderpearl trades. By the time I could trade for Enderpearls, it had turned night again. So I figured, why not do one last hunt for Enderman? Oh look, nice. I finally found one. Wait, did it just despawn right in front of my eyes? I can't believe that. It was right here. Oh, okay. Well, at least I found another one. Well, you're silly, aren't you? Okay, bro, relax. What are you doing? Maybe I should just grow a pair and fight these guys on land. This is not working out for me. All that for nothing. Enderman. Oh, I see 2. But I don't know if I can aggro them from here. Alright, we got 1. Here he comes. Here he comes. Come on. No way he hit me. What? Please get in this boat. Please get in this boat. No. Get in the water. Get in the water. Yeah, at least this guy can chill out and not just jump in the water every 3 seconds. Rewarded. Okay, nice. Once the sun came up, I returned to the village and finished trading for Enderpearls. I did lose another half a heart while fighting Enderman, which only leaves me with 4 hearts to beat the game. And since I now had all the Enderpearls I need, it's time to find out if that'll be enough. Oh my. This seed has some incredible mountains. Never mind. Broke again. Please don't break, please. Okay. It's behind us. That way. Okay. I think this is our spot. Alright, let's get to work. Okay. Well, that's a sign. I think we're in the right spot. Why am I nervous to dig now all of a sudden? Okay. They didn't actually damage me. Oh, God. This is an actual nightmare, man. How am I meant to get in there? Yeah, there's a zombie in this direction. Surely that's a stronghold. Nope, just more cave. Oh, there it is. We found it. All right, let's break in. The job is not done yet. We still need to find the portal room and fight any mobs that have spawned around us. Okay, well that was easy. Get me in here, break that spawner. I think we've made it to the end. Okay, well, this is it. With only 4 hearts remaining, is it enough to beat the game? Let's find out. Now, obviously, my biggest concerns here are looking Enderman in the eyes, but also just the dragon flying at me and flinging me into the air. All right, let's do this. Let's see if I've still got it. Alright, great start. Oh my gosh, she's so trigger happy. Boom. That's how we do it. Fire, we miss. Fire, we hit. Nice. Nice. Okay, look how much dragon's breath is around here. We need to spread out a bit. That area's getting precarious. That one's down. That one's down. Nice. Okay, it's perching. Oh, I think I hit the last one. I'm nervous for this when it flies at me. Please don't fling me into the void. I'm so nervous to look an Enderman in the eyes. I'm nervous to get flung into the air by the dragon, but I think this is it. With all the crystals down, It just comes down to shooting the dragon. Okay, it's perching. I think I want to get under it. It's so loud. Look, I think we've done it. I think it's over. You had your chance. It's over, dragon. GG, dragon. You tried your best, but your best was not enough today. We've done it.
With just 10 hearts and no regeneration, I have beaten Hardcore Minecraft. We are so back.